Hello, it's been a while since I've done a video, and I wanted to try something different this time. So I will be doing a tarot reading, but this is for a specific person, and so it may not resonate with like everyone that watches. Probably most of you, except for Josh. So since I don't have my book, I am going to be using resources that are in my grasp. I have to get a new book. The internet mainly is what I can use right now. So I apologize for the weird time gaps that are going to happen when I pause this video. Now, okay. I'm going to start with your fairy card. This is just going to be a general reading of 3 cards, which is your past, your present, and your future, and an oracle message. So I will shuffle and draw that out. And I will interpret it the best I can for you. I haven't seen you forever. Miss having you around. I'm glad you're doing well. Okay. So first oracle card, which that will just be a general message about either your attitude or something you should be working on, or something you should be looking forward to. I guess I can keep it on my face until I actually start flipping the cards. It's hunting season, so we got a deer. Yep, I'm excited for venison. I think it's like a 4-point. It's really cool. It's dope. You know, it's funny because we were told it weighs like 140 pounds, and I weigh probably like more than that deer. Oh, I feel so bad. We had deer that came up and like we're looking at them in the barn in the middle of the night when Chaz went out there. And I told him, well, if you were my buck and you died, I'd go find you too. And it brought a very realistic feel to those deer's emotions. Random story. Okay, anyway, we are going to be flipping the first card for your past. And this is for your love life. This is strictly a love reading. So don't be surprised if you hear things that you might have to work on or you might be lacking in, that you're not too sure how to work on yet, or that you're being blocked from being able to reach. That happens. Your first card, the Magician. Pointing towards you, it is right side up, but facing me, it is reverse. So in reverse, this is meaning a few things for you. In your past, it feels like you were dealing with like a lack of energy here. There's a lack of energy coming from you or your partner, who you were in a relationship, a lack of love, if you want to put it that way. There was deceit. There was probably some things that you weren't ready for, or that was done behind your back. And somebody here felt very not grounded anymore. You didn't feel like you're standing on your own 2 feet, like the ground's kind of wobbling and you're not even sure what's going on. There was ill intention here. There might have been points where you or your partner did things just to be spiteful or were lacking in outward stuff that you knew you could be doing with or for this other person, but just decided to be like, hey, I'm not even going to do this because of whatever reason. And it dragged down the relationship a little bit more is what I'm kind of seeing here. You've been beaten in a sense of like, you're not totally the same as you were before all of this started. Communication blocks. There might be something here in your past that is going to translate into your present. We will see when we pull the present card. But one of the things I'm feeling here is that there is a communication issue with like possibly triggers, or in the past your communication was maybe aggressive or one-sided. So that could be making issues for you here. Word of advice though, don't jump to like your old emotions and hang on to these conclusions that came from your past relationships. Just because someone does something or says something and you flash back to that moment doesn't mean that it's going to turn out the same way, I guess I would say. So your past has led you to probably feel confused about how to use your abilities to make this happen for yourself. How much time do you have to give yourself? How ready do you need to be? How ready do you think you feel you are? And what are you willing to go through to find happiness with someone? It's not always ever going to be easy. You might run into the same problems as you did before, but you have to handle them differently this time. You got to take a step back and kind of cut your ego down and be humble about certain things, even if you're in the right. Standing up for yourself is good, but you have to compromise every now and then. Now let's take a look at your second card. And this is for your present. Oops. Oh. I was looking at it. They're so weird, they blend into the thing. Okay, this is super promising. You got the Lover's card. I don't know if you can see that with the glare. But yeah, that's the Lover's card. And this one is perfect. Okay, so this one is showing me that if you take a look at your past card, a lot of the things I mentioned may be things that you are finally learning how to move on from, and you're learning how to take and understand properly and react to in a positive way. There's going to be somebody coming in. Now, it's up to you if you're going to give them the chance to be closer to you. But the good thing here is even if they are different from you, you might be spending enough time around them to get to look past the surface. You are dealing with somebody who is a very individual person, probably different from anybody you've ever met because we're all different. And this person has the potential to travel in your journey with you. They're not just going to tag along, they're not just going to steal from you or take up your time and waste your time. This person is ready to accept you for who you are and have your strengths be built off your individualism. And there's equilibrium here. There is a sense of harmony and unity here. It's like you don't feel rushed, you don't feel upset, and you don't feel overwhelmed. There's signature colors you might want to be looking for here: clothing, eyes, watches, makeup, teal, dark blue. These colors show serenity and peace. And I mean, you're not gonna really even feel like you have to try and impress this person, and they're not gonna try to impress you, from what I'm getting here. You might have to take a step forward and be the aggressor, because they're trying to just go with the flow and let the wind bring them wherever they may go. So it's flowing, it's easing into it, it's gracefully accepting it. So you have a good chance of finding someone soon that you will be interested in, and they will be interested in you. Now we will look at your third card. You can always ask me about this in chat. I'm trying to make the video a little bit shorter. Okay, your future card. So, this is where we come into our challenges. This is the 5 of Cups. As you can see, this horse looks pretty bummed out. But I think that this is giving you a heads up to, if you are trying to have a future with this person, or a future with anybody that you may encounter, you are going to have to work on those days when you can't control your sadness, or something may happen where you feel despair or mourning or loneliness. If this person happens to be moving away to go to school somewhere or visit family for a few weeks, it could be a very random number of factors that might be bringing this emotional card in. This is emotional difficulties. So there's something happening here where you are being asked to question the way that you're labeling your emotions and how you're talking to yourself and other people about how you feel. You have to let yourself feel what you are feeling, but if you are going to focus on these emotions that you might be feeling that are more sad or despair, you have to know how to lift your head and see the hope and the light that is somewhere within your experience soon. So even if somebody else is having these emotions, remind them. Don't forget to see the silver lining. Don't forget to look towards your future.